We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going out there, people in Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really, man. Hey, man, April the 25th, man. I want you guys to lock that date in because we're going to be doing our 6-year anniversary right here in Houston. So make sure you guys get in tune with that on April the 25th. I'm going to let you guys know the address. But until then, we got a special guest on the line with us, man. I do appreciate her for coming in. Go introduce yourself real quick.
What's going on in Southern Girl Denise out here in H-Town and these H-Town streets? Government name Denise Edwards, but they call me Southern Girl Denise.
Hey, I like that. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ready to get it going, get it popping on this Monday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, let's go into a time machine real quick.
Okay.
How did this all start out for you, Denise?
Oh, well, I went to school for communications, and then after I graduated from University of Houston downtown, I decided to pursue communication, and I started with radio. I started with Cumulus Media at the time.
Okay.
It was 95.7. Not 95.7, 93.7 the beat at that time.
Okay.
And I started there, and then I also started working for Matthew Knowles and Tina Knowles at Music World, and I was an intern there. So from radio to working at a record label, which eventually led me to working for Debbie Allen out in LA.
Okay.
And so I worked underneath her wings, and then from there I got a chance to do a few movies here and there, working backstage to working on major award shows.
I like
and
this.
that kind of like led me back to Houston. Well, then I ended up coming back to Houston, and I ended up working in the theater industry, working at the Ensemble Theater, doing production work. And then from there, I ended up launching my own radio show. And so I'm going into this is my 7th year with my radio show. But when I was in LA, I was doing radio as well there at Radio Disney.
I like that.
Been in the radio, TV, film industry for a while, music industry for a while now, over 25 years.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
My guy, big shouts to Brian Stenson. He passed away, but he used to be on Radio Disney as well back, I think, in the 2000s. So,
Gotcha.
big shouts to him. That was my guy. That's he was really good with radio. Let me ask you this. Now, you have a plethora. Your pedigree speaks for itself. Let me ask you this, and I say this because I come from the building. I come from a world you had to build yourself up before you can step out the front porch. Nowadays, anybody could do anything and just say, hey, I have a microphone, I can talk, and there's no form of credibility. I guess that's the best word I could put it.
That's true.
Where do you fall in the lines of that? How do you feel about how things are going about now as far as discovery?
Very great question, because I'm in the same ballpark as you. When I started in the industry, I was an intern princess, I should say.
Yeah.
I was intern. I love my internship. Like the youth today, they don't really appreciate internship. They just want to like do a little bit here and there, and then they just want, they want the popcorn microwave response, and they want to get to the top overnight. But I'm like a stickler to that. I want people to like work hard, work for it. Don't just get a tablespoon. I want them to work for it. So I'm on the fence with it because a lot of people are doing it and they think it's easy. But however, when they do start doing it, they realize it's not that easy. So it's kind of like one side it is good and the other side is not good. But overall, I think that people should work hard to get to where they at. I don't think they should just jump in and just do something without doing their homework and actually be. And then also shows the humbleness, becoming humble along the way. And in this industry, you have to be humble. You can't just go in there big-headed thinking you're going to do this and do that and you're going to get the results overnight.
I respect that. That's a good answer. I like that, man. Because I definitely think an experience. And I went, and I've always, and I gained an appreciation for the younger generation. I mean, I'm saying this like I'm only 37, but I have a great appreciation. But I also understand that we come from an era where experience, you can't get that anymore.
That's true.
So I it's a give and take with me. So
I
I can
agree.
respect that. All right, well, let me ask you this. So now we're doing our own thing, man. So talk to us about the radio show.
Okay, so I'm with KYLK radio station here in Houston, Texas, but we're also digital. We have a digital platform as well, and I've been with KYLK. I want to say 5 years, and yeah, 5 years. Is it 5 years? Wow, it's been that long. It don't even seem like it's been that long. Yes, I've been with KYLK radio station 5 years, and I'm going into my 7th year with my own show. But like I said earlier, I've been in the entertainment industry over 25 years. But for my actual show, this would be my 7th year producing and airing my show on KYK every Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Okay. That's what's up.
So that's going pretty good. And then I also have my podcast, which is during the week. It's just based on my guest availability, but I'm
Okay.
flexible during the weekday after 6 o'clock is my podcast. And then I'm a TV host on the Session Talk Show every other Wednesday.
I like that.
I'm a host on the talk show, so I'm pretty busy.
Yeah.
Pretty busy.
Well, when do you find time for you, man? Just you
Good
time.
question. Good question. After 12 midnight.
That is real. That's real.
That's when I'm really wide awake after 12 midnight. Really,
real.
Most people that are creators, they think they create a side like a light bulb go off in the middle of the night, and it's hard to shut it off, and that's how I am. I'm kind of like wired up in the late hours of the night, so I try to get my rest in throughout the day or later on at night, but I do try to get that time in. But it is hard.
Yeah,
It's definitely
trust me.
hard. It's definitely hard because you don't want to lose that thought and those ideas.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, man.
And you stay up writing them down because you don't want to lose it.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't get much sleep. So
Yeah.
because I'm always especially with the station and doing like I'm on 3 or 4 different stations as a mixer, it gets real rapid and real crazy real fast. So let me ask you this: as far as with the radio and the podcast, now I know the difference. I
yeah.
know, but I think a lot of people I get not mad, but it's like it's an annoyance when people associate the radio with the podcast, and I always tell them they're 2 different things.
Right,
Those are 2
right.
different things. So let's go dive into the radio. How would you propose, like, or if somebody wants to listen to it, what is the radio show about?
If they want to tune into my radio show, it's a faith-based broadcast. It's a faith-based broadcast show called the Not So Christian to Me Show, and it's basically a show that talks about the time we fall short of God's glory and try to lift each other up with inspiring stories to get back on track. Because we all are not perfect, so I wanted that platform to be I wanted that platform where we can keep it 100. I wanted to be a no judgment zone. So when I created the platform, people was intrigued by it, and they wanted to come on there to tell their story on the things that they've been through, and how they felt like they felt shamed about it, but they felt comfortable coming on my show talking about that. They didn't feel the shame anymore, and it removed the pride too along the way by coming on my show. So so that's pretty much what my show is all about. So I have people from all walks of life. Some people that may not be Christians, but they want to be a better person, and they talk about those times where they were able to change their life around to be a better person.
I respect that. What has been something that's doing the radio show that really stuck out to you? What's a good moment that's really stuck out to you?
Moment that stuck, I guess, the transformation of people when they tell me how they transform to a new person, based on their struggle or based on their hardship, based on the times when they gave up. Just hearing their stories and just transforming other people's lives by hearing their testimony. That has been like the biggest takeaway of my show. I feel like every show that I do, I always get that takeaway. Like, wow, I didn't know this about this person, or wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know you can get through this with this type of situation. Just never knowing how to overcome certain things in life, and just to see people walking through those doors to my station based on where they just came from. It's very impactful.
I love this, man. So if people want to get on the show, are you welcome to that, or how?
Oh yeah,
what is the process
absolutely,
of that?
absolutely. So if someone want to be a part of my show, they just inbox me, they DM me on Instagram or Facebook under the Not So Christian to Me show.
Okay.
And then we exchange information and we go from there and get the booking going.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now the
Pretty simple
podcast.
process. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Now the podcast, is it more freer? Like it's less constraints, or how?
Yeah,
how
yeah.
is
So the podcast is more conversational. Is it's just laid back. We don't really take breaks. Every now and then we may get a sponsor that wants to sponsor a commercial break, but mainly it's just conversation, just talking. But with the radio, I have sponsors. I have those ad times. We have to take those commercial breaks. It's more strict versus the podcast is more free. Hey, you just talk and have a good time. There's no cap. Like radio, you have to take
meet
these
time,
5-minute commercial breaks, and you have to end at a certain time because it's another show right after yours. So it's very time consuming. But podcast is like you can go 60 minutes. You go 45 minutes, you go 30 minutes, you go 20 minutes.
It doesn't matter. And
it doesn't matter.
And people in radio, you don't hit that station ID at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Boy, it's gonna be some trouble for you.
So that's the difference. What people don't know.
So I like this, man. So let me ask you this: what has been the most? Because radio has changed now.
Oh
From whenever I assume whenever we first came into it. What do you think has been the most biggest change?
People playing for airtime. They give me your CD, like, man, put me on air. Like how much I charge you just to put my song on the airway. That's been the biggest change, I think. And then a lot has changed when you talk about the music spins. People using other platforms versus radio. Yeah. There's so many other ways now that they can promote their music on all the other outlets that's out there.
Yeah, I've been kind of, cause I'm kind of old school in the sense of like the radio. Like if we're doing the radio is the first platform that we're gonna broadcast that I'm gonna cater to. But now we have Instagram. Now we have TikTok.
Yeah.
Now we have to kind of conformulate into like this social media thing. So how do you feel about that? Because I look back at it as I grew up with, Tom Joyner,
me too.
Chocolate Drop, and I never knew what they looked like. I didn't care what it. I just knew how it sounded.
Now everything is more visual. Everybody want to see you now. They want to make a connection with you, and I think that has changed a lot as well. Yeah. And then having the good thing about having these multiple platforms is more opportunities for artists to get their music heard around the world faster too. Yeah. So that's a good thing. So it has its pros and cons.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, definitely has a pro. Because back in the day, you didn't have to go live when you're doing a radio show. Like visual wise live. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to. You have social media to do all of that.
When did your love for? I guess I don't want to say radio because you do so much. But when did your love for media come into play?
I guess I want to say probably during my senior year in high school. I would talk a lot in class, and I had to meet with my counselor. My counselor say, "Have you thought about going into school, going to college for communication?" I said, "No, I haven't thought about that." Yeah. She said, "Maybe you need to go to school for communication since you always getting in trouble in class for talking so much. Maybe you need to pivot and go in that direction. Pour that energy into communication." And so that led me to pursuing a degree in communication, and then from there I started doing the internships with the radio station. By going to school, they want you to do these internships, that kind of led me into radio and TV. I did a couple of things. I did a couple of internships with 39. Channel 39 at one point. So I got a chance to get my foot wet a couple of times.
That's what's up, man. I always like to hear people's stories, especially, people who come from that era, and you have so much on your belt. And it's a beautiful thing because when you look back at it, you don't realize how much you've accomplished.
Right, that's true. And when you're going through the motion, you don't realize what's going on. You don't know it's stepping you stepping into greater things. You don't know that at the time. You're just going with the flow, not knowing it's a meaning behind those things that you're doing, and then you look back like, wow, it was all divine. It was all setting me up to a greater cause.
Yeah, man. I liked it, man. I
Yeah.
liked it. And I
Yeah.
like your voice. You have a good voice.
Oh, thank you. I get that all the time. They say you got a radio voice. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not too and you know, as a black man, I like this a little bit urban. This
Yeah.
sound just a tad bit. Just a tad
just a
bit.
little
But
bit.
enough to say, okay, hey yo, man, she can talk and we can spill and everything, man. So I like that. So
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate
You got
that.
that East Coast swag too. I can pick up on it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, originally, like I said, I'm from Chicago originally, so I guess that kind of.
Yeah. Mixed with the southern drawl.
Definitely. Yeah.
Combination.
So what's next? What's coming up next, man? Anything in
So
the
what's
works?
coming up next? So next on the agenda is Miami Swim Week. I'm also a model, so
Okay.
forgot to throw that in there. So yes, I'm preparing for Miami Swim Week. I'm excited about that. This will be my first time doing swimwear, so we're going to see how this works. We're going to see how this goes. Yeah. So I'm
Now, so when you're doing the swimwear, how you feeling about it, man? Because I know that it comes with a lot of pressure, a little.
yeah, I know. Could just cover up my stomach. I'm good. Cover up the gut. I'm good. I'm in my 40s, late 40s. So I don't look
good,
like
man.
I
Looking good.
used to look.
And you're still looking good, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you're doing that, and when is this? When is this?
This is going to
coming up?
be the last week of May. It's
Okay.
Miami Swim Week. It happens every year around the same time.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what's
so
up,
I'm
man.
excited about that. I got a chance to do New York Fashion Week and Nashville Fashion Week, so I'm excited to gear up for Miami Fashion Week.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
since you're modeling, since you've been doing this, what has been one of your favorite suits? Like as far as like themes or
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Western
Okay.
look. Yeah, the
That's
Western
what's
look.
up. That's what's up.
I was a cowgirl for Nashville, and that was one of my favorite looks.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
bro.
Yes,
Man, you
I
been all around
enjoyed
the
that.
world.
Bringing that Texas swag to Nashville was
Hey.
the highlight of my modeling career. Has been the highlight of my modeling
what's
career
up,
so
man.
far.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. So when you come back to the crib, what are some things that like? What's your favorite type of foods? Like, what do you like to eat?
Seafood. I love seafood. I love Cajun food. That's my go-to. It's not always the healthiest choice, but
Yeah.
I love me some Cajun food. I don't really like spicy, but I like the mild with
Yeah.
a little kick to it. Just a little mild kick to it. But yeah.
I respect that,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
respect that. I've been.
And I like
I'm allergic to seafood.
Huh? You say what?
I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't eat it.
Oh, okay,
but-
gotcha.
but
I hope
I love-
you're not itching just talking about it, huh?
Nah,
You're not-
never that, never that.
You're not gonna itch.
But I do like the like I ain't gonna lie, you guys barbecue here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was very, very surprised. I'm like, yo, man, this.
Oh
is,
yeah, we
this
got some
is
good
it.
barbecue. Yeah. Yeah, between Nashville barbecue and Texas barbecue, we got some good barbecue. Both
See, I
both
ain't
of us
tried
getting
that.
it. Well,
Nashville.
Memphis, I heard Memphis got some good barbecue too.
Yeah, I
So
need
yeah,
to go to Memphis and Nashville. I need to go check them out. That's what's up.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, give it the rundown one more time where the people can listen to the radio show, where they can check out everything.
Okay, sure. Okay, yes, you guys can catch me on the Not So Christian to Me show. You guys can catch the Not So Christian to Me show on Instagram and Facebook under the Not So Christian and Me show. And I'm sure you're going to put all that information
Yeah.
for your listeners.
Okay.
And so I'm on KYK radio station every Saturday at 1:00 and on the Session Talk Show every other Wednesday. So if you guys want to be on any one of those platforms, reach out to me. Don't just stick with radio. You can reach out to me for podcasts as well as the Session Talk Show.
Okay, definitely, man. Where can the people find you if they want to reach you directly?
They can reach me on Instagram and Facebook under the Not So Christian to Me show. Y'all not getting my cell phone number.
Jesus, he said, y'all not getting any.
You
of
have
that.
to work for it, okay?
Yeah.
You have to stay humble and you work for it.
I'm not mad at that, man. I'm
right.
not mad.
The Not
Denise,
So
man,
Christian and Me show on Instagram and Facebook.
Make sure you guys go follow it because you got your phone in your hand already. So
Yeah.
don't lie to me. Just go ahead and follow it while you're
Also,
there.
Southern Girl Denise. You can find me on Southern Girl Denise page as well.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Anything you want to say to your stalkers, your lovers, your supporters?
Thank you guys so much for stalking me. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the inspirational quotes that you guys give me, all the inbox, the DMs. Thank you so very much. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And you guys don't fuel me. You know, if you guys don't be on me all the time, you guys can't can't pour into me so that I can pour out to others.
Definitely. Man, Denise, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. I want to personally invite you, and on air, and I'm gonna talk. We're gonna talk off air as well, but on air, I want to personally invite you to our 6th anniversary, April 25th at 8:30. Come through, man, and all the
congratulations,
congratulations. Yeah, we're building.
Yeah, that's good. How do you feel about it?
I feel good, man. I feel like time went by fast as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, when you enjoying what you love, it goes by fast.
Yeah. So
you don't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't. It's hard to believe that 2020 was 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Before you go, Denise, I always ask people if they could do a drop for me. You're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Okay. What's going on in Southern Girl Denise? And you guys are rocking with DJ Malone on Chicago 77.3.
Lock it in, people. It's the one and only DJ Malone. Like she said, Chicago 77.3. We out. Wow.
All right.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
I definitely have to shout out my boy Michael Kelly for setting this all up. If it wasn't for Michael Kelly, I would have never known DJ Malone. So shout out to Michael Kelly. You doing your thing, brother. Thank you.
Michael, I see you, man.